Alright, what is going on, guys? Baller TV back, and today we are back with another Madden 20 rebuild. Today we're taking on what I think is going to be a very interesting video in rebuilding the Atlanta Falcons. Because the fact of the Atlanta Falcons, or I guess not the fact, but their problem, they have a lot of talent, but they have not been able to put together in recent years. And the biggest problem for me with the Atlanta Falcons that I was getting ready to get to is that a lot of these talented players are on monstrous deals. Alex Mack's deal is huge. Matt Ryan was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL for a while. Freeman's on a big deal. Julio obviously deserves being a big deal. Austin Hooper is expecting a max contract, or not max, I guess, isn't in the NBA, but a big contract for sure. Then on the defensive side of the ball, we have Grady Jarrett, correct? That's his name. Yeah, Grady Jarrett. He's on a big contract himself, which, I mean, he deserves to be on a big contract, though. He's a very talented player. Keanu Neal's going to want some big money. And then we have Desmond Trufant, who's going to want some big money. Tack McKinley's going to be expiring soon, and so will Vic Beasley. And then we have Deion Jones in the middle as well. So we have a lot of guys who want the money. They need the money, and we don't have the money to give everybody. So I'm going to try to maybe move Trufant because he does not. He's an 8 overall. He's like 29, 30 years old. He's getting worse, and he's just not what I want at my number one corner. Might move Matt Ryan. I really don't think I want Matt Ryan's giant contract at 35 years old weighing us down for the rest of the video. And I also might move Trufant as well and just sign somebody else who does the same. Well, I guess actually is even better for cheaper. So those are my plans. I'm not sure who else has the big contracts, what I'm going to have to do to make this work, but I'm going to do my best. So that being said, guys, we're already at the Super Bowl weekend, so I'm going to hop into the offseason, and I'll see you with Hooper signing. Alright, so we just got Trufant's deal off of the books for a first-round pick. I just tried trading away Matt Ryan, and when I made a trade that worked for the 6th overall pick, they told me that it exceeded my cap. So I'm not really sure, and I wasn't even receiving a player in return. I'm not really sure if he has a negative cap hit on us or something, but we might be stuck with Matt Ryan for at least the next season. But at least we're getting Trufant's contract, which is going to become one that nobody wants to touch here in a few years off the books. I know this trade's kind of crazy. I was just messing around, and I was trying to see who would take this free safety. I'm about to draft one in the draft, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get him now, so I just traded away my pick. But anyway, I started seeing this kind of take form. They wanted Devontae Freeman a little bit, and I was like, you know what? If I can clear off Freeman off the books, clear off this free safety off the books, I mean, and get Dalvin Cook on a 1.1 or 1.33 cap hit, that's really not bad. Could want an extension, but it's going to be worth it because he's going to progress. He's a superstar, like age like 24, 25. This trade might bite me, but I think that it's going to really pay off extremely well down the road here. Okay, and luckily my guy is still here with the 19th pick. We're taking Shaheem Carter. He's a free safety from Bama. Bama defensive players are always great. Fits the scheme well. High and true talent. Definitely a steal here. And our secondary needs improved vastly. There's no corners really available left except for Jeff Okudah, who I'm going to make sure I get before he slips away. But other than that, this was definitely the right pick. Okay, and then thankfully Jeffrey Okudah was available here at the about 39th pick. I know in real life Okudah is going to be like definitely a first round pick. Maybe, I mean, top 15, top 10. He's really moved up a lot of boards in real life. But the draft class I use, the one that's compatible for 3 years, has him in the second round for some reason. Regardless, he's going to be our number one corner this year, and I am very happy to have him on the team. Alright, the last pick I'm showing you guys might be a bit of a reach here. I know Ruggs is, yeah, I mean, 63rd in true talent, but he's the best receiver on the board. I needed another receiver to throw into the rotation because I didn't have money to sign anybody else. And you know what? We have Julio, we have Calvin Ridley. I figured might as well add Henry Ruggs as well. So, and you know what? I'm going to move his potential up a little bit because he's going to be an easy first round pick in real life. He should not be this bad. I'm going to bump him up a little bit to maybe star, or even probably just star potential for now. But just I need another receiver, so he fits the bill. Alright, so here's a look at the team for the start of year number 1. I know that we have some positions that are really bad and some positions that have no depth, but honestly, we still have some firepower. At running back, we have Dalvin Cook, who is, I mean, last year was one of the best running backs in the NFL, and he's only, what, 25, I'm guessing? Yeah, 25 exactly. So he's only getting better there. Julio Jones is going to be a beast till he retires. We have him still. Calvin Ridley's a good number 2. Ruggs developing on the bench in the rotation. They also signed Deshaun Jackson as well to be another receiving threat for Matty Ice, who's still not bad. Hopefully we can trade him after this year, but you know what? He can still play for at least one. Mack is regressing, but he's still amazing at the center position. Then we have Austin Hooper to complement the rest of the threats on this side of the ball. The offensive line is not great, but it will do, I'm hoping. On the defensive side of the ball, Grady Jarrett's really our centerpiece here on the defensive line. Then we still have Corey Luggett, and then we have Emmanuel Ogba and Tack McKinley. I didn't show you free agency because the only people I signed were Ogba and this left side linebacker. Eli Apple, I signed him after free agency at the start of the preseason. Same with Luggett and same with Deshaun Jackson. Our safeties, Keanu Neal and Shaheem Carter, are both very, very talented, good young players who will be on this team for the rest of the video. And then with Campbell and Deion Jones, the other linebacker positions, I'm very confident there. The corners are really bad. Eli Apple is always a good young corner, but not who you want a number one corner. Jeff Okudah is going to have a good career, I'm hoping. He develops to a X-Factor player, I believe, and he's developing at a 3,000 clip. When he's going to be starting this year, he's going to get plenty of experience, and I'm hoping we can turn him into a star corner on this team. And then we have this guy, we have Hargreaves, and we also have Oliver. And I have another corner who is developing as well, who will probably make his way into the rotation before this year is over. Someone I drafted in like the third round. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but he's not bad either. So this team's not great. It definitely has a lot of weak spots, but we do have a lot of firepower, and maybe, just maybe enough to make the playoffs. I'm not sure. We will see. But either way, guys, this is the team for this year. So I will see you either the trade deadline, which is possible, but not probable, or the end of year one, which is most likely. All right, to end year one, we finished 8-8, and we actually might have got their last wild card spot, but the Rams finished 8-6-2. I've never heard of a team finishing anything like that, and they sneak in with the last spot. We started off the year 3-0. I was feeling really good about the team. Then we lost 8 straight games. Then we won 5 straight games. So it was a year of streaks, and unfortunately our losing streak was much longer than both of our winning streaks were. So we finished the year off 500. Honestly, number-wise, I mean, we had some really good. I mean, Matt Ryan threw 4,300 yards, almost 4,400 with 35 touchdowns. Those are very good numbers. 15 picks is quite a few, but I mean, he's got 35 touchdowns. 15 picks is not bad. Dalvin Cook, man, he really had a great year. Averaged 4.5 yards per carry, almost 1,300 yards, and 11 touchdowns. He might win running back of the year. The receiver who will win receiver of the year is Julio Jones, he totaled almost 1,400 receiving yards, 12 touchdowns, 14 yards per reception. I mean, these numbers are ridiculous. They are absolutely insane. Ridley had a nice complimentary year at number 2. And then Ruggs played very well in the slot at number 3, getting 8 touchdowns and 758 yards. Hooper definitely did not exceed my expectations. And then Deshaun Jackson was almost a non-factor. Defensively, I have not seen these numbers yet. I'm sure they're disappointing because our offense was very good. Sacks, Tack McKinley only had 4, not what I want out of my number 1 pass rusher. Grady Jarrett had the most when he's more of a run-stopping guy. That's not what I really want to see. Interception-wise, I'm hoping to see Okudah. Okay, Eli Apple had 4, which is very impressive, but I'm not going to bring him back. Okudah did not even have 1, but he had probably the best year if I had to guess as just a cover corner. Keanu Neal had 1, Isaiah Oliver had 1, and then Campbell had 2 at that position. And then I'm assuming our tackle leader was Deion Jones, yes. And then Okudah had 106, which is very good as well. So, I mean, the team really didn't do that bad. It's just we played a lot of good teams, and I will give that and that's our credit, is that we played a lot of very, very good teams. During our 8-game losing streak, almost every team we played is a playoff team. We really had to go through the gauntlet. So that is definitely something we can hold to us. But other than that, I think our defense just needs improved. I'm going to try to move Matt Ryan if I can. Hopefully his contract won't take as big of a hit now as it was last season. And then I'm thinking about maybe trying to trade up for Trevor Lawrence or even Justin Fields. One of the two, just somebody younger and not on a monstrous deal like Matt Ryan. So I'm about to go into the offseason, and I will see how this all works. If I can't trade Matt Ryan, he'll be the quarterback for year number 2. But if I can, he will most likely be gone. These two players combined had a cap hit of, I believe, 57 million. 57 million. So I had the third pick. Now I'm going to move it for the first pick and pick up Trevor Lawrence. And then I've got a little bit more work to do. But that is just absurd. Why are you paying 277 overalls $57 million annually? That is just insane. Okay, just like that, we clear up 3 million more in the cap, and now we have the first overall pick. What I want to show you guys real quick is I just traded an insanely amount of money, like just ridiculous amount of money off my books. And this is how much cap room I have. Negative 15.3. I cannot sign a single player because of the penalty that I have to take on for trading away all of those guys. So I really hope Trevor Lawrence is worth it, and I hope I can get some other good guys in the draft, because if so, I mean, if not, I'm literally screwed. Alright, first pick, no-brainer here. Trevor Lawrence, #1 overall player in the draft. He's a quarterback, what we need, and he is going to ball out for us next year. Hopefully. If not, we just ruined an offseason for no reason. Okay, right here I'm trading Takk McKinley for a first-round pick. You will see why in just 1 second, but he did not perform last year. He's on a bigger contract, and just want to let you guys know that I'm moving him for a first-rounder. Alright, with my first pick in the first round, I'm taking Isaiah Wilson to be my new starting right tackle. He should be pretty solid for us. Yeah, he's a beast. He's not agile, but he's just really good, so I'm not worried about it. Then with my second first-round pick, the reason I just traded away Takk McKinley is because I have his replacement right here waiting for me, KJ Henry. I'll draft him, I think, in the last video, but this time he can play his true position at right end as a speed rusher. He's very solid, top 10 player in true talent, and he slipped way too far. He always does. He's going to be very solid for us in the next season, I'm really hoping. Okay, here in the second round, I'm selecting Bryce Thompson. Now, this is kind of cheese, but I know that he turns into an X-Factor corner. He's a high-potential good player, and I really desperately need a second corner on this team along to go with Jeff Okudah. So, this team, I'm really scraping by here, trying to make a lot of picks that really fill starting positions, but I don't know how much longer this team can keep that up. Okay, with my third round selection, I'm selecting Liam Eichenberg, maybe, out of Notre Dame. I need the left tackle desperately. I believe he's a scheme fit guy. Okay, pretty close, and I mean, good value here. What can I say? Just trying to fill these holes, like I said, but it's going to be really tough this next season with a lot of rookies starting. Alright guys, here is the team for the start of year number 2. I am negative 15 million in cap, and I have like 2 big contracts on the team. The offensive line, as you can see, sucks. The tackles are solid, right guard's decent, tight end's good, but the backups are terrible. Wide receivers are good 1 through 3, but the backups are terrible. Running back's good, but the backups suck. Quarterback should be good. Then on the defensive side of the ball, our #1 D tackle is good, but past that's not. Right end's good, left end's okay. Past that, though, the depth is bad. Corners, we have Okudah and Thompson, but the depth, this is the probably youngest secondary in the entire NFL. And then the safeties are solid, and linebackers are pretty solid as well. So the theme of this team is we have some very talented players, a lot of youth, and not a lot of depth. So I have no clue how this team is going to do. I'm hoping they can pull something out of their ass here, but who knows? I'm hopping to year 2. I can't make any trades. I have no money. But after this year, the penalties should be over, and we should be good to go as far as cap. And then hopefully we can make a lot of big signings and really improve this team a lot. So I'm going to hop into year 2, guys. I will see you at the end of the year where hopefully we can maybe make the playoffs. But I really am not sure at this point. All right, well, to end year 2, we finished 5-11. This year, not only did we disappoint, but also my internet started to crap out, and it took me like an hour and a half to sim through a season. So, not what you want to see. I thought that 8-6-2 with the Rams was weird. The Buccaneers went 4-9-3. So there's been a lot of ties. Madden, come on, that don't happen. Fix your game. I have not seen stats yet. Okay, Lawrence did not perform the way that I needed them to. 25-9 is a good ratio, but these numbers need to inflate a lot next year. Excuse me. Dalvin Cook again, 1,300 yards, 8 touchdowns. That's a good year. More touchdowns. We just need to score the ball more. Wow. Those numbers are pitiful. I mean, horrible. Terrible. Let's see how the defense did. Okay, KJ Henry's going to be good. He's going to be a beast next year for sure. How did our secondary do? Okay, not bad. Wow, we sucked. Bad. Okay. I think if we improve the offensive line, it'll be better. I feel like how many times did he get sacked? 42. I feel like that is going to be at least top five in the NFL for total time sacked. Like I'm not positive, but okay, two, three, four, five. I mean, really, it's not that crazy of a number compared to some of the other guys. But I definitely think we can clean up the pocket a little bit because I mean, looking at his numbers compared to those guys, they're still not good, man. That's not good. Lawrence did not perform the way we needed him to this year. I'm not sure what we gotta do to fix this team. We should have a lot of money. This should be the off season where we have money to spend. We don't lose many contributors, and we should have a lot of money open up with the penalties we're now losing. You can see how long it's taking to load this. I'm sorry about that. So I want to improve is definitely center and left guard for sure. Backup tight end, get some wide receiver depth past the top three. I like our running back situation. On the defensive side of the ball, another D tackle, a number one corner, and then maybe a new left end as well. So, and oh yeah, definitely left outside linebacker. That's a huge need to be fixed. So if we can hit on all of those with the money we should have, which if we don't have money, we are screwed. But if we do, we can make a really good team. We have the layout, the foundation built. We just need to add on with some solid free agents. So I'm heading to free agency. Hopefully you guys will see this one because hopefully I'll have money to spend, and then hopefully we can hit our draft pick, which should be pretty high. And then we could be a real serious contender for year three. So I'm gonna hop in right now, and I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, so here are the main guys I'm going after. My number one corner and Jared Alexander. Leighton Vander Esch, if I can land him, will transform our defense, literally. Deshaun Hand will be a huge addition as a run stopper because we could really use a big addition there. We have not had a sheer run stopping left in the entire video. Jordan Reed would be a great backup tight end. Linval Joseph would be a great number two tackle. And then we could use Connor McGovern to be the center, possibly unless we could draft somebody, and then a backup middle linebacker as well. I'm a little nervous. We're not going to get all these guys, but I'm hopeful. Uh, these two are the ones I'm really nervous about. I'm 10 points ahead here, and I'm 10 points ahead here, but I'm just scared. I'm just a little scared. So hopefully it works out for us guys, and our team could be the top team in the NFC South next season. Okay, so I know we just drafted this guy earlier, but this is why I'm making this trade. Both the guys I wanted in the draft got taken picks 1 and 2 right in front of me. And the next best player available, I'm pretty sure, is going to be Daxton Hill. Nolan Smith does not fit anywhere in this team. Logan Brown's overrated. I have Hooper, and then from there on out, you can kind of see why I wouldn't take these guys. So Daxton Hill is going to be an absolute hoss at free safety for us. He is what my game's lagging so bad, I can't even tell. He's fourth in true talent. I got him at 3. So then, with my late round pick, I'm going to try to snag a left outside linebacker. So I'm going to send him that now, and then we will see if I can get one. Okay, this middle linebacker is a late first round talent. So I'm going to go ahead and snag him right here. He might be a tiny bit of a reach, which he is. And then I'm going to move him over to left outside linebacker because we did miss on Leighton Vander Esch. We got everyone else. So I still did that run stopper at linebacker, and he should fit there perfectly. All right, guys, here's one last look at the team before we start off year number 3. On the offensive side of the ball, we added some more depth, like I said, fixed up the offensive line a little bit. So it's not looking too bad, but I might look to improve via trade. Also, we added some depth here at tight end, so that should definitely be a big boost. On the defensive side of the ball, this team really got an entire makeover. Like I said, I'm going to slide him over to left outside linebacker here in a minute. I haven't done that yet. Just finished the draft. Free safety, I'm liking it a lot. Corner number 1, I'm loving it. I'm loving this left end. I'm loving this D tackle too. I really like this team a lot more. This team, I think, should be a playoff team. If we're looking bad by the trade deadline, I'm going to make a blockbuster, maybe involving Julio, depending on how he's performing. He had 760 yards last year, which is just not good enough. So if I'm looking at those numbers again, he's going to get swapped for who knows what. I'll throw my first round pick, maybe try to get a 90 plus. Other than that, though, guys, this team will probably be pretty similar as to what it is now at the end of year number 3. So I'm going to start simulating. If I'm making a move at the deadline, you guys will see it. If not, I will see you at the end of year number 3. Okay, after about 20 minutes of negotiating with other teams and moving around picks, we have a new #1 wide receiver, and his name is Odell Beckham Jr. I believe he might be the #1 receiver in terms of yards and everything in the season. So adding him alongside Julio Jones and then having Henry Ruggs and John Ross, I really like what we've got bringing to the table here. And we have OBJ, Austin Hooper, and Julio Jones. Those are our top 3 receiving targets. This team, I mean, come on now. Come on now. We've got to be able to put it together with these guys. That's it. That's the final move. This is it. I think we're, what, 4-3? Is that right? Or where are we at here? Yeah, 4-3. That's it, baby. This is it. This is the end of the year. Last 8 games. We've got to win out, or not win out, but win some ball games here and get in the playoffs. All right, so to end year 3, we finished 11-5, which is finally good enough for the playoffs. So let's take a look at some statistics here. Trevor Lawrence, those numbers are not good, man. For being a #1 overall pick, these numbers are actually very, very poor. Rushing the ball, Dalvin Cook had a great year with almost 1,600 yards and 17 touchdowns, which is absolutely incredible. And then we had Idle Smith with 10 touchdowns as well. These two really combined to have an unreal year. I mean, 17 touchdowns out of 2 players is really unheard of on the ground, especially when one of them has 17. Or wait, 27, I mean. Holy crap! We had 27 touchdowns, not 17. Dalvin Cook had 17 by himself. That is unreal, man. That is insane. So our running game was amazing. OBJ had a good year, but other than that, no one else really caught the ball too well because Trevor Lawrence wasn't slinging it around too much, I guess. We were relying pretty heavily on our running game, which was absolutely loaded. KJ Henry had almost 10 sacks, had a good year for sure. I'm glad I picked him up. Keanu Neal with 6 interceptions. That is an incredible number. And then we had a lot of other guys. We had a lot of interceptions and a ton of rushing touchdowns. Just an incredible year, really, in those 2 facets of the game. But other than that, I'm not really sure what else we had. But it looks like we ran the ball well. We played good passing defense, and we just didn't do anything else too amazing. So we're taking on the Carolina Panthers in the first round. We, I believe, swept them in the regular season as they are in our division. So let's take a look at who they have on their team. I'm assuming they still have Cam Newton because it's Madden. Christian McCaffrey, Luke Kuechly's still a beast, even though he retired literally like 2 or 3 years ago in real life, as what would be in this game. DJ Moore is a beast. Brian Burns is a beast. Andrew Thomas is a stud. They have, yeah, some very good players for the rest of the team. Who's their quarterback? Man, he is not very highly over. Wow. They have 74 Cam Newton and 72 Joe Burrow, who would be like a 90 if this guy updated his rosters, or his draft class, excuse me. So I am very confident we swept these guys pretty handily in the regular season. We should be able to win this game, right? Right? Wow, okay. By a field goal, we get them. Okay. All that matters is we got them. So now we're taking on, what was it, the Seattle Seahawks? Is that the Seahawks? So let's see who they have on their team. I'm sure they still have Russell Wilson. I'm trying to think who else. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Bobby Wagner, Jadeveon, they kept him. There's Lockett, Shaquille Griffin. You know, this team really does not blow me away. I'm really not terrified of them, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Madden hates me. They don't want me to win a game. So please, Madden, please give me one. I have not won a Super Bowl in a very long time on my channel. Please give me a couple of games here. Oh my God. By 32 points. Are you kidding me? My team is not zero. My team is 0 points worse than the Seahawks, let alone 30 freaking 2, man. How do we not win that game? That is terrible. That is horrible. This game still sucks. I might buy 2K20. Oh, dear God. Alright, guys, so that is going to be it for this video. I apologize. I have not won a championship in a long time, but you can't tell me this team is worse than that Seahawks team, man. You just can't tell me. This team is loaded in every skill position. I know we could have improved some other spots, but we're definitely better than the Seahawks. So thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying these rebuilds, please continue to tune in because there's plenty more on the way. I'm not sure who's up after the Falcons. I can't remember, but regardless, I will see you in that video if you keep on watching. I'm going to try to get all these teams done before the start of next season. We have plenty of time, but I'm going to get busy here in the summer, and I have online schooling now, so we will see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.